Check, check. What's up, guys? All right, so heading out, and it's a Friday, which means I am ready for the weekend. It's gonna be very hot. Holy crap, it's like 102, 103 right now. 102. And supposedly going up to 106 next week. I don't know how I'm gonna deal with that. You know what's crazy is, like, lived in Tucson my whole life. Lived in Arizona, Tucson, Arizona, and it's not even the hottest city in Arizona, but it's been like unbearable the last couple of years. Now, I will say, I did go into the hospital like 6-7 years ago, and pretty much had to stay indoors for like a full year. So I lost like any kind of like natural sunblock that I had. I lost all of it. So I'm like, I get burned really easily. I'm really sensitive to how hot it is outside. So like that year of just staying indoors, it was more like a year and a half, maybe even 2 years of just staying indoors out of the sun in AC for 2 years straight. Like, it spoiled me from the friggin' hot heat of Arizona. Just freaking brutal. Makes you when you walk outside, you're like, shit, can't see. And it gets all dizzy. You know when like like in a video game when a flashbang goes off and it hits that, you get that ringing noise in your ears and you're like blind? That's what it's like walking outside here. It's like ting. Anyways, brutal. But AC's working and it's cooling down. Dude, I can't talk today. It's cooling down today. It's cooling me off. Whatever. Heading home, ready for the weekend. Fitness stuff today, not much. No exercising today except for going on walks. I did a couple walks at work, getting my steps in, and still trying to get my shoulder back to normal. I think I found out what it is, because I was stretching today and I like aggravated it again. Is my I think it's called a rhomboid muscle, which is like, it connects from your shoulder blade area to your spine. I think somewhere around there I must have like messed it up or something, because it's in that spot. I have a knot that's right there in that same area that I also thought was a knot, so I was using the massage gun on it and rolling my shoulder on like a trigger point roller to work it out, and I was causing more damage. So I think that might be what it is that muscle's aggravated. Now, not much I could do if it is, except heat pad and yeah, just no exercise, just no stressing it out, no stretching that area, just kind of let it heal on its own. So we'll see if I can do that. I'll just have to do like leg workouts and maybe like some really light like biceps and triceps, but no pressing exercises, and maybe that'll make it, that'll be good on it, and we'll see what happens. But it sucks because like it was feeling better, and then I was just kind of like stretching and moving around, and I just kind of felt like, oh man, it's starting to feel sore again. Of course, that was the issue. So, or now it's an issue again. but oh well. Anyways, with food, yesterday I wasn't doing good. I think I talked about eating Panda Express, and then you know, it was fine. I was still into my calories, and then I went to Olive Garden. Because my mother-in-law was in town, she wanted to go to Olive Garden, so I went to Olive Garden, and I overate, and it is what it is. But today I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna like do a protein fast where all I eat is just protein. So for breakfast I had some bone broth, chicken bone broth, and then for second breakfast I had about a half a tub of skyr, which is kind of like Icelandic yogurt, and it's a lot better though. It's like it's not as like tart, and it's not as like, I don't know, it's a little it's less like wet than Greek yogurt, and it's really good. It's really creamy, it's really tasty. It's less fat than Greek yogurt too. Awesome stuff. So if you haven't tried it, there's a brand called Siggi's. Try Siggi's skyr, and it's really good. There's plain old skyr too. I just ate it with a spoon. And then for lunch I had a can of tuna and water, and then for second lunch I had 16 ounces of turkey slices. So I'm like already at 200 grams of protein today, and like hardly any carbs and fat. So very full, overly full, probably done eating for the rest of the day. Oh, I also have had 2 of these guys. So this is my second one. I'm drinking it right now, but I had one of these earlier, a strawberry one, really good. This one's chocolate. These things are bomb for how much protein you get too. 42 grams, crazy. It's really good. I like this stuff. So finish this off, and then I think I'm done eating for the day. If I do eat, it doesn't really matter what I eat. I'm still gonna be like within my macros and all that, because I just hadn't eaten any fat or carbs today. So we'll see if I get hungry or not. I might finish the rest of that tub of the skyr, because it's really good, man. I brought it home because my wife wants to try it, so I brought the tub with me. Oh, it's this stuff. I could show it to you. Oh no, I can't. I took the label off, so it's just a tub of white tub. Yeah, I took the label off because they do this label that you can kind of read, and they tell their story, and I kind of want to look at it, so took it off at work. Oh well, it's called Siggi's though. Siggi, Icelandic skyr. Makes you feel like a Viking when you eat it. Other than that, not much today. Busy day at work, and yeah, no plans tonight. I think we were gonna do a birthday dinner with my grandma, but she's sick. She's not feeling too good, so we're skipping that, and I think we're just gonna hang out with the family and maybe play some Octopath Traveler and have a nice weekend. Maybe get some stuff cleaned up this weekend. I got a lot of trash to put out for Brush and Bulky. They're coming this next week or two, and then I'm gonna, you know, just relax and play some games, and yeah, that's pretty much it. But not much to really talk about. I've been talking about Final Fantasy the past few I don't know what this car's doing. I've been talking about Final Fantasy these past few games. What are all these cars doing? Everybody's driving like a maniac right now. Person just riding in the yellow median, just driving to pass someone, and it's like solid line median meant for just turning, and they're passing. I don't know, whatever. People are freaking crazy. But no plans tonight, except maybe, maybe now that we're not going to the, ooh, I have a good idea. Maybe now that we're not going to dinner with my grandma, maybe me and my wife can go see Obsession or Backrooms, one of those two. We've been wanting to go to the movies, and now that my mother-in-law's in town, we might be able to go see a movie. So I think we wanted to go see Obsession or Backrooms, honestly. Like, both of them look really good. Both of them are getting good reviews. I'm a huge Backrooms fan. Been watching those YouTube videos since they've been out, you know, like the past 6 years, 7 years, however long they've been out. So a big fan of the Kane, the guy who makes the videos, the director of the movie. So big fan of him. I want to see Backrooms. Also big fan of Curry Baker, the guy who did Obsession. I've been a fan of his skits on Instagram and TikTok for a couple years. Good stuff. So excited for those guys. When it comes to YouTube, I've been on YouTube, watching YouTube, making YouTube content for, since 2006, I think my first video is uploaded. 20 years? Holy crap, 20 years. It might be 2009. I'll have to go back. I used to put drum videos up. And I was putting videos up before that, but I was taking them down because I was like really embarrassed. I was making like World of Warcraft videos, and if I put up a World of Warcraft video and maybe I labeled it wrong, like I put down the wrong raid or something, and it was something I couldn't re-edit, it was like part of the video, I just delete the video. Like if someone like was like, hey, you did this wrong, this is actually a 10-man raid, not a 25-man raid, I'd be like, oh shit, they're right, delete, and I just delete it. And I'm like, damn, I wish I could still have those videos, because I would like go and solo old bosses from different expansions. Like I think in Cataclysm I was soloing like Wrath and TBC bosses and stuff like that, and putting those videos up on the internet. And that might have been around like 2007, 2008. So I might have been like putting videos up before. I wish you can kind of go back and like find your old videos and save them, but or put them back up on your channel. But oh well, it is what it is. I got drum videos from 2009 that are sitting up there, and those are my first first videos on YouTube. Awesome stuff though, man. Awesome. Crazy that it's been that long. But yeah, big fan of YouTube. I saw Markiplier's Iron Lung movie when that came out. I saw the movie with gosh, what was the name of the movie? Where you hold you hold the hand of that thing and you say something. It's the name of the movie. Talk to Me? Is it Talk to Me? I think it's Talk to Me. You say something. I think it is, but I could be wrong. Anyways, those guys that made that video or that movie, huge fan of them. Really happy for all these, you know, directors that started on YouTube, making movie. It really like inspires me to like want to try and do something like that, because YouTube's always been a weird thing where I've always wanted to make content on YouTube. Even now I'm like just like, oh, I'm gonna just record videos and talk to my phone and upload them and put them on YouTube for whatever reason. I've always wanted to make YouTube videos. I've always wanted to create stuff. I love video editing. I love filming. I love taking pictures. I love audio engineering. I love making music. So it's like all that stuff is in movies. I would love to eventually make my own movie. And nowadays you can, like, it's super easy to do it on your phone. Just make a movie. Sure, it's not going to be like, you know, Obsession level or Backrooms level, you know, movies, but you can make a movie and it could look pretty decent. So I think one of these years, once I have a little bit more free time, once I'm done with school, because right now I have a couple more semesters left. And once I'm done with school, maybe I'll have a little more free time, maybe a little more extra money. Maybe I can start doing something. Maybe get a place where I have like a garage that I can convert into like a studio or something, and film a small indie movie. That'd be really fun. You know, and those guys from Obsession showed that you could do it with a small budget. I mean, $750,000, not really a small budget. It is compared to other, you know, blockbuster movies, but you know, it kind of shows you that you can take a small budget like that and make a giant movie where I think they're probably gonna like 10 times. They're gonna make 10 times what they made the movie for, I'm sure. Cause at 750, I think, or no, more than that, because they made it for 750,000. I think it's at like 300 million, which is mind blowing, dude. That's crazy. That's over like 500 times more than what the movie was for. Yeah, that's insane, man. So maybe make a movie. That'd be really fun. I've always had like different ideas and thoughts in my head of what it would be. When it comes to movie, I'm a huge like fan of sci-fi, like horror type stuff. And I know with sci-fi, it's a little tougher to make than like just a standard horror movie, which I know a lot of people try and make horror movies because, I mean, they're probably like the easiest to make, right? You could film them at night. You don't need, you need decent lighting, but you don't need the best lighting. Actually, you probably need better lighting at night. Because yeah, during the day you have natural light. So yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't know anything about making a movie. I should probably start looking into how to make a movie, like a legit movie. I've done little skits and stuff on YouTube in the past, nothing crazy, but and then back when like Vine was a thing, I used to make videos on Vine, just goofy videos like that. And then sometimes when I'm like feeling the itch, I'll make like a TikTok or two and put it on Instagram and TikTok and see what happens. But yeah, that'd be fun. Make a sci-fi horror. I mean, it doesn't even have to be like in space, right? Or like that kind of thing. It could be like sci-fi, where it could be just like a horror movie based in like, I don't know, a small town or even a house with like a barn and like aliens and stuff show up. Like something like that would be really cool. But something I think what would be really cool, I'd probably need a lot of money, because I'd love to do legit practical effects and like super practical, gory, like not just like regular gory type stuff, like nasty looking gore, but like there's a movie called like Slither, I think it's Slither, goofy gore like that. Like it's nasty, but it's also kind of silly, like that 80s gore, like The Blob and what was that movie with Kurt Russell? And there's that classic scene of the guy's like head getting bigger and like steam shooting out of his head and his head exploding. Like that kind of like really goofy 80s practical effects. Stuff like that, man, is awesome. I've seen one of the YouTubers I love right now is Meat Canyon. He's been making practical videos now, like live action videos now, with his art, like putting his art in those videos. But he's been creating like creatures and characters for his videos, all practical, and it looks awesome. So stuff like that would be really cool, really fun. I also watch a lot of Red Letter Media, and I think that they kind of like they kind of live like my dream job of just working in a giant like studio that they have and building little mini sets in it and like shooting goofy videos in it, and yeah, that'd be a lot of fun. I know they like review movies. It's not something I'm too into. I've done it before. I'm not a good reviewer. I don't, I like movies. I don't like them. That's basically, I don't know how to explain why I hate them or why I like them. I just do. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff I'd like to do on YouTube. Not much time, busy, got a job, got a family, gotta make sure they're living a good life, and I'm not abandoning that. Don't want to do that. Got to take care of my family. But maybe in a year or two, when I have a little bit more free time, I can start working on it slowly and get something done within a couple years. That's like the main plan. I started a death metal album 2 years ago, made 2 songs within like a couple months, and then I was like, I'll slowly work on it. Haven't done anything since. I have like 2 other songs that I haven't mixed and mastered, so I have like 4 songs total, but I like have no time to sit down, and well, I do sometimes have time. The problem is I got a new audio interface, and every time I've tried to work on getting it to not blue screen my computer, I failed. So I've spent like 20 hours trying to get it to work, and it's just not working. Bought a brand new audio interface for like $300, and it's just a brick. It's just, I need to sell it, get rid of it, or upgrade my computer, which right now computer prices are through the roof, so that's not really something I can do. So I think for music, I've always been a musician, but I own a lot of instruments, and I kind of am thinking about just selling most of them, except maybe my drums, and just holding on to those and play those when I want to exercise, and maybe keep my acoustic guitar and play that when I feel like playing, an hour or 2 of guitar every once in a while. But other than that, I like get rid of my bass, get rid of my electric guitar, get rid of all my recording shit, and focus on some other stuff. I don't know. We'll see. We will see. I keep saying I'm gonna sell it, and then I don't, because every time I sell it, a couple years later, I'm like, man, I really want to play guitar, and then I buy a new guitar, and then I play it for a little bit, and then a couple years later, I'm like, man, I don't play my guitar, sell it, and it's just like a cycle of happens every couple years. It's really annoying, and it's something I need to work on not doing, because I do it all the time. But anyways, I'm just kind of rambling at this point. Which I mean is basically the point of these videos, is just kind of ramble and talk and get my thoughts out. So anyways, I will see you next week, and have a good weekend. Peace.